Aqua and the Heatseeker, Episode 6, The Doomsayer. Act 1, Post-Abduction. Somewhere in North Chicago, Annika Redfield awakes. She looks around, confused about where she is. Feeling around in the dark, she notices that she's buried under something, and all her hands can reach out and grab is the substance. It starts to suffocate Annika, as she begins gasping for air when she realizes that she's under her worst weakness. She's buried under salt. 1,200 pounds of salt. Annika can't breathe. She starts suffocating and coughing as the salt seemingly has no end. Finally, she sticks her hand up and feels the cool air of whatever room she's in. She uses the sides of the container she was in to pull herself out. She lands on the floor, still coughing badly, and crumples over. She feels like she's dying. Her body is dangerously low on fluids, and her vision blurs from dehydration as she drags herself along the ground. Where the hell am I? Annika asks herself out loud before suddenly a light flicks on and she's greeted by a slim, brown-skinned woman dressed in a retro-styled superhero suit. This is a joke. The heroes of this earth are such weaklings. Where we come from, the heroes we knew were supreme. The woman says with her arms crossed as she glares at Annika, judging her. You're supposed to be some sort of powerful water goddess. Get up, you're so powerful, drown me then, bitch! The woman yells, as Annika weakly looks up at her. She stopped coughing, but she still feels dehydrated and can barely move. Rolling her eyes, the woman calls Annika pathetic, just as two other heroes walk in. A taller, larger physically built man, and a slimmer, shorter man. Blitz, you ready? It's time to go, the larger man says, as Blitz gives Annika one more disgusted look. You would have never made it from where we came from. The slimmer man says. That's what I told her, Olympian. If all the heroes of this earth are this easy, this earth's destruction will be easier than ours. Let's go. We're wasting time. He's waiting for us. The larger man says to Blitz and Olympian. Act 2. Siege of Chicago. Hero paces around the living room. It's been 4 hours since Annika left the house, but Annika had told him she'd be back in an hour. If something happened to her, I swear. Oh my god, Hero says, his voice full of fear and worry. With nothing else to do, Hero runs upstairs to his bedroom, opening his closet and pulling his suit out of its case, quickly equipping his gear and leaving the house, hovering toward downtown Chicago using his blowtorch jets. Civilians watch the sky. A masked man with green robes descends in a green mythical aura from the sky in the middle of Chicago. People in skyscrapers stare through the windows and marvel at the sight. To those that stand in my wake, hear my words, the floating man says. The gaze of hundreds of people in the streets are on this assailant, the heat seeker included, who stands on a roof and watches the events. The assailant spreads his arms. Olympian Blitz and the powerhouse appear through a portal created by the floating man. Many people look at the bridge the trio emerged onto. Crowds clamor and chatter amongst themselves as they see the emerging figures. Powerhouse gazes at the people, his eyes slightly showing sympathy. However, he maintains his determination and stares around at the people. Blitz, on the other hand, sees the city, thinking of the home that they came from, exhaling deeply. As Olympian tilts his head down and glares around at the civilians and the environment around them. It feels pretty different. Newer. Olympian says to the others. The floating assailant begins to speak again, the wind causing his robes to expand as he speaks with malice in his tone. I'm the voice of death, the tone of destruction, the speaker of doom. I am the Doomsayer.